Who's another teammate of yours in this class who people should know about, do you think?
Rucker McGroarty. I mean, he's an amazing player. I know he's very high up there, and everyone loves his game and stuff. But I mean, off the ice, he's just an amazing guy. And then he had the C on our team for a reason. I mean, he's a leader out there. He's a great guy. Everyone loves him. So.
Chesley told me you were the most underrated guy on the team. Do you feel like that happens sometimes because there's so many good players?
No, I mean everyone on our team is really good, and I feel like everyone's underrated. I mean, some guys on the team don't get the recognition, and thanks to Ches, but I mean there's other guys out there that don't get the recognition that they do.
You chose BC, right?
Yep, I did.
Why'd you choose that?
Just being an East Coast guy, I mean, I've always grown up watching them. Like when I was young, they're very good, and they're still good at the time, but they're winning national championships, and it's just a beautiful school and a beautiful campus. And at the time, Jerry York was there, and I was very excited to play for him. And I know Greg Brown's a very good coach, and I'm very excited to play for him too.
Now, the Rangers or Islanders talk to you?
I talked to the Islanders. Yeah, I'm a Boston fan, so
Nice.
yeah. So I wasn't too happy when the Rangers won last night. Yeah, no shot at them, but I'm a Boston fan.
So how are you doing with all the injuries with Boston now? You heard the news about those guys going down.
Yeah, no, I saw it on the TV the other day. I mean, hip surgery is tough for Martian, especially both hips. An old friend of mine actually had double hip surgery, and it took him a while. But besides that, I mean, shoulder, it's nothing exceptional. I mean, you're out for a while, but I mean, all those guys I hope get healthy again and be back soon and make the team better.
You talked about Rucker a minute ago. When I asked about Jimmy Snuggery, what jumps out at you about him?
I feel like he's one of those guys who's underappreciated. You know, he's a great guy off the ice and on the ice. He's very deceptive, very skilled. He's able to make a lot of plays that you don't know how he makes, and he's got a hell of a shot, and he can rip the puck home.
Do you feel like you're a potential second pairing guy? Is that sort of what you see yourself?
Yeah, I mean, whatever a team needs me or whatever role they have me in, I mean, I'm willing to play that role, and I'm willing to play whatever first, second, third, fourth. I mean, I'll play anything. I'm just happy to have the opportunity and be there.
What kind of player do you think Frank Nazar will be at the next level?
I think he's going to be an impact guy. I think he's very fast. He's very skilled. He's smart. He makes plays. He can go up and down the rink. He's good in the D zone. I think he's going to be a very impactful player.
Having played for Fairfield, did you get Martin St. Louis as a coach?
I did not, but I knew him a lot. My uncle actually played with him at UVM and stuff, so I know the guy. And just because my dad was one of the coaches at Mid-Fairfield, I've known him. And being like his son's an 03, 05, and I'm an 04, I've just known the guy. And he's an amazing guy, and he's a hell of a coach too. And I'm really excited to watch him coach because he did a great job in Montreal at the end of the year when he took over.
What was your reaction when you saw that he went from coaching a Pee Wee team to...
At first, I was like, well, my dad could be a coach, right? Going U15 coach to NHL coach. But no, I mean, he definitely deserves it. He's a really smart hockey player, and he definitely knows what he's doing out there. So I'm very happy for him.
Did you meet with Montreal?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a good experience, yeah.
Was that connection brought up by...
Yeah, no, we talked about Martin, and I talked about how amazing a guy he is, and they were just agreeing with that. So it went well.
Okay.
Yep.
What stood out from that meeting besides that?
They loved how I compared myself to, or had a player comp to Brent Pesce, and a mix between Carlo and Pesce. They thought that was a good player comp, and they thought that was a very similar game to mine.
What was it about Boston College that stood out for you? Why you wanted to end up going?
Pardon?
Well, what was it about Boston College that you wanted to end up going out and play there?
Just the dynamic there, and the school itself. The school is beautiful, the campus is beautiful, but the dynamic of the team, I mean, all the guys are awesome. I did my official visit in November, and they're all a really good group of guys. I mean, I felt just at home, just being there my first weekend, my first 4 days, I felt like I was a part of the team, and it was a special moment, and I'm just excited to go back there.
What did teams want to know about you specifically? Like, what was the most common question you got from them?
Most common question was, am I willing to do anything? I think that was the most common question. I am. I'm willing to block shots. I'm willing to play any role. I'm willing to do anything that a team needs me, and I'm just lucky to have the opportunity to go there.
Did Montreal give you the which animal you want to be question?
Yeah, they did the off
say?
ice. Off the ice, I said like a dog breed, maybe like a lab, or like very energetic, very like outgoing, caring, and stuff like that. And then on the ice, I said Komodo dragon. Yeah, very interesting. I think it's a very, very underrated and powerful animal. So.
Technically, it's a reptile, isn't it?
It is, but it's still a very powerful animal and stuff. Yeah, you know, it's underrated. It's still got deadly bite and stuff. So I felt like that was a good one. You know, it came up on the fly too, so I was kind of impressed with myself.
One more. Who's the most talented non-teammate in the draft that you played against?
Talented non-teammate. I mean, when we went overseas, I mean, there's a lot of talent over there. You have the Czechs, Canadians, Swedes, Finns. Same in the USHL, like the Steel. They're always very talented and stuff. If I were to give one from each, it would probably be Lekkerimäki from Sweden. He was a very skilled, dynamic player. He was able to make plays. I think in the finals he had a goal and 3 assists maybe. I know he had 4 points. I mean, he was just very like sneakily good out there. And in the USHL, there's this kid from the Steel, David or Prawn. I don't know his first name, but he's an 05. He's very good. He's very underrated. He's a smaller type of playmaker too, and he's very skilled. Thank you. Have a nice day, guys.
NTDP teammate said that you're someone that should be looked out for. Why are you a player that everyone should look out for at this draft?
I feel that maybe I might be a little underrated in the rankings, but I'm definitely just looking forward to the future and just going to keep working. And I'm kind of someone that just kind of keeps pushing harder to get better each day.
What are the specifics about your style of play that makes you unique?
Definitely just the speed, kind of always being able to be on pucks and always get back, kind of play D. And I think definitely just kind of reading the play and using my speed to my advantage.
In what ways do you feel your game took that next step this season?
Definitely at an engagement level. I feel like just consistency-wise, came out more shifts each game to play and kind of ramped up throughout the season.
Your vision, people talk about your vision. Is that one of your best assets?
Yeah, I'd say my vision's probably up there with skating. It's definitely something that helps me create a lot of opportunities, a lot of grade A chances, so I'd say yeah.
When you say you think you're underrated, what parts of your game do you think people are sleeping on?
Kind of just as a whole. I feel like I bring a big part. Like I feel like I bring a big part to the team, and I create a lot of chances. And I feel like it's kind of a little looked over and looked upon. And I also don't really give up much in the defensive side. So I think that's kind of something.
What was team's biggest question for you about your game?
I'm sorry?
What were the biggest questions about your game you got from teams?
Definitely kind of just like the consistency level, like I was talking about. And that's something I need to work on. But I think in the future, as I mature as a player, it's just something that's kind of going to slim down.
What player would you compare yourself most to?
Yeah, I like to say Braden Point. I think just the way he uses his speed and his feet to kind of manipulate the defenseman and create open plays. And he's not afraid to go to the net, and neither am I, so that's someone I like to say.
Do you play exclusively center so far, or are you more like center wing?
I could definitely play both positions. I just started playing center like a year and a half ago. Before that, I only played wing. But I definitely like center better, and I feel like it's my more natural position.
What were the biggest challenges making that transition to center?
Definitely just kind of the defensive side and realizing that there's more to the game than just going down and trying to score a goal. So that's something that was hard for me in the beginning, but once I kind of figured it out, it came easy.
Yeah. Did teams ask you about that quite a bit? Or?
Yeah, a little bit, but I guess not too much.
Who's the most talented player in the draft really you played against that's not a teammate?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't answer that.
Who's your teammate then in this draft that people should know about, do you think?
I'm sorry?
Which teammate of yours in this draft do you think people should really know about?
I definitely have to put a guy like Seamus Casey or Charlie Leddy. Just they're team guys, and Casey's just super skilled, super talented. So I like to throw him in there. And then Leddy he blocks so many shots. So I think he's someone you're gonna want to look out for, and just super great on the ice for team.
What did you learn about yourself the past couple of years? The pandemic kind of complicated your path to the draft.
Definitely just could push through things. Definitely just being able to go through a lot of ups and downs and a lot of sitting at home, but find something to do, and that's definitely something I found out.
Did you meet Detroit this week?
Yes, I did.
What was that like as a Mount Clemens kid?
It was awesome seeing Mr. Heisman in there. It's kind of something you dream about a little bit. You know, it's almost like going up there for the draft, and it was really awesome just being able to talk to all those guys like Draper and Eiserman, and it was a great experience.
How did the program change in the last couple of years? I think it's so intensive. Just how did it make you a better person, better player?
Yeah, just being able to play there for the last 2 years helped me a lot, just in the aspect of realizing how many other guys are in the same spot and how hard you got to work. And the good thing I really like about the national team is how they shape you as a player, but as well as a person. And they helped me with a lot of things, and like personality-wise, and realize you gotta look in other people's shoes and just stuff like that. So
What made you choose Michigan?
kind of just being from the hometown, it's kind of where you always looked up towards, and the guys that they put through that go into NHL and make a big impact right away. Like look at the guys that came through this year and almost averaging a point per game, like Mandy Berniers. Like that's just something that I kind of want to do.
You've mentioned working on your consistency. How do you handle that adversity when you find your game inconsistent? What do you do to work on that?
It's kind of just something like preparation and mentally wise, just kind of preparing for the game better and kind of locking in each game. And I think like confidence comes from preparation, so maybe just go in the shooting room and I'm hitting my spots, top left, top right, just stuff like that. So it's something that I kind of prepare before the game to go into.
What type of locker room guy would you say you are?
Kind of like a quiet, shy guy. I kind of like to lead by example, not really just like talk and yell at guys. I'm more of a, you see me working hard, like you should want to work hard too. So it's kind of, I just like to sit back and do my business and kind of motivate guys that way.
How many teams did you meet with this week?
28.
28?
Yeah, 28 teams.
Was Columbus one?
Yes.
How'd that one go?
I thought the Columbus one went well. Great guys, a lot of fun to talk to them. I'm a fan of Columbus. I have family that's over in that area, so I liked them a lot.
A lot of Michigan guys there now, too.
Yeah, definitely.
What would you be doing if you weren't getting into hockey? Like, what are your outside interests?
Yeah, I like to play tennis outside of hockey, fish, spend time with family. But I don't know, I feel like I'd just be going to school for something.
What are you taking at Michigan?
Michigan, I'm taking finance.
How much of your creativity on the ice is sort of thought out, or is it kind of like just come to you as you see it?
It's definitely a mix of both. Like on the ice, kind of just playing react, but it's also being like a student in the game before the game and understanding what I can do to kind of take advantage of the other team. So it's kind of a mix of both, but yeah, I guess it's just that.
Did you get the, what kind of animal would you be from Montreal question?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, what'd you
I
say?
said I'd probably be like a cheetah, just kind of like the speed, so I was kind of something that just came to mind.
Can you give a scouting report on Rucker McCrory?
Yeah, I think Rucker's a great player. He's a good team guy, like I was talking about before, and he's someone that brings a lot of energy each day, and just being able to use his skill and his body to kind of take advantage of other guys. And I think he's a great player, and looking forward, I'm going to be playing with him the next couple of years, so I'm excited for that.
What makes Jimmy Stuggerud such a strong prospect?
Jimmy, he's I guess you could say he's like wild and crazy, but it always works out. And he's got such a great shot, and he's so sneaky and deceptive. So I think moving forward, he's gonna be a really good player.
Did you meet with Buffalo this week?
I did.
How did that meeting go?
I thought it went really well. I like the Buffalo guys a lot. One of our coach's family members is with the organization, so I think he knew a lot about me. And yeah, the guys were just really nice.
When you say wild and crazy, but it always works out. Could you expand on that? Like, what do you
Yeah, just like
style?
some of them, I guess a little bit, but some of the moves he does, like maybe like a spinorama, like tap through the legs, and it's like there's no way that works, but somehow he ends up with the puck. So it's something, I don't know. He's fun to watch.
We'll take one more.
When you get those kind of off-the-wall questions in those interviews,
Yeah.
what's going through your mind? Are you trying to figure out what they're trying to figure out about you, that kind of thing? Or?
Honestly, a little bit, but more of just kind of thinking of the answer. I don't know. I guess I kind of panic a little, but then it's like, okay, calm down. Like realize like they're just trying to get to know me as a person. So it's not something I worry about too much. Just something I'm trying to kind of figure out.
Great, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Up your testing, what was the experience like?
Actually, I don't know. I think they went good, and was funny, but the bike test was maybe the toughest one.
Can you describe how crazy your season was? Just playing against men and just World Juniors, like a fast start. I mean,
yeah, like I saw everything like past season, and the start was really good, and then I got the injury, and then was the U20s, and actually it was kind of a weird season for me. But,
What allowed you to get off to such a hot start to start the season?
Sorry?
What allowed you to get off to such a good start this season?
For sure, a little bit.
When you're playing your best game that you ever had, what are some of the small things that you're doing very well?
I think like the focus are 100% what I'm doing, and actually I don't know, just do the little things are really good, and when I have the space to shoot, I'm shooting and make the little pass and like that.
What was that bike test? How would you describe what that bike test was like?
Oh, it was awful.
What are you thinking as you're going through it?
I'm just thinking, soon it's over, soon it's over.
Which one's worse, this one or the VO2?
I think that's one.
The VO2?
No,
This one?
Wingate.
Yeah. How come?
I don't know, you have to like push everything like 30 seconds and just rush, and it didn't felt good.
How did interviews go?
They go good and like went good, and nothing special yet.
Any nerves going in? Any questions that kind of threw you, or?
Actually, no.
What did you learn about yourself going through the injury at the time that you did?
I don't know. Just be brave and like confident and speak English.
Who do you model your game after, and why?
I think David Pasternak, and because I like how he play and like his style, like how he play, and he has a good shot and skating and the vision on ice, and I like it.
What was the biggest eye opener playing against men?
Actually, I don't know.
With something like your wrist shot, do you work on the release a lot? You know, for the speed of it?
Yeah, for sure. When I was younger, I shooted a lot, like my backyard and like that.
Shooting out of net, shooting at cans, what were you shooting at?
Just in the net.
With Pasternak, you watch his video often?
Yeah, and his highlights.
How many teams did you meet with?
I think 18.
You meet with Columbus?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that like when you meet with Columbus? Did you meet with Jarmo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys, when he's interviewing you, is he speaking in Finnish or is it
No,
English?
English.
English. Okay. What's it like in Finland? I mean, you're obviously from there. What's it like? What's he like? What's the perception of him in Finland?
I don't know. Just actually, I don't know.
No. How about Laine?
Laine?
Yeah.
Sure, he's a good player, and I think it's like player what Columbus like, and I don't know. He's a good player and can score.
Yeah. When you're coming up as a top player in Europe, how closely do you pay attention to NHL teams? How much do you know about them before you kind of meet with them?
Actually, let's be honest, not much, but yeah.
Have you learned a lot here?
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you learned most? Like, what any teams stand out to you that they were like, oh, well, I didn't know this about them, or anything like that? Or?
I don't know. Maybe I learned speak English more, but like not like that. Just one thing and like that, like everything.
Yeah. Did any teams stand out to you? Did you learn anything about teams that you liked?
Yeah, for sure. Like their style, how they're working, and like that.
Did you enjoy the interviews in person rather than Zoom calls?
Sometimes.
How have you seen hockey grow in Finland, especially over the past 5 years, with the national teams doing so well at all the major tournaments?
Yeah, and I don't know. They just have the. I think they won because they they had a like really good mentality and like mindset, and they want to play together and like that.
What's it like having to do these interviews that are important in your second, not your first language? What's the challenge of that like?
I don't know.
Is it tough? Like, is it tough? Because you want to do well, you want to say the right thing, but you're
Yeah.
you're speaking English, not.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit.
What's the toughest thing about speaking English, like in terms of learning a new language?
Yeah, maybe just the simple things, speaking and the questions and like that.
Would you say you understand English better than maybe you can speak it? Like you can understand what people are asking?
Yeah, I got it, and sometimes it's like hard to find like right words and like that.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself playing next year? Are you under contract back in the
Yeah, I have, and I think I will play one more year in there. Actually, 2 more years. I have a contract there, and I think I will play there.
What would it be like if you ended up being drafted by a Canadian team to play in Canada?
Actually, so good because Canada is like crazy hockey country.
What's the strangest question that you were asked in the interviews?
Actually, I'm not sure what is in English, but maybe they asked about my mustache.
Yeah.
And that was the weirdest questions. I was like, what the hell? You mean my mustache? Or? Yeah, and,
Who asked you that?
Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe it was San Jose. San Jose Sharks.
Oh, okay.
Were you asked to sing a song?
Huh?
Did you get the team that asked you to sing a song? Because apparently there was one team that's asking players to sing.
Yeah.
And did you sing?
Sorry, I don't got it. What you try to like ask?
What's that?
I don't understand what you mean. Like.
Did you sing? Did you actually sing in the room for that?
No.
No.
I didn't.
What did the team want to know about your mustache?
How long did you grow up with them? Like.
One more question.
Is it what? Why do you have a mustache? Austin Matthews inspired, maybe, or?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Just like it.
Yeah.
Looks good.